basically what I can offer to your company. Yeah, and basically to share with you basically the program that I put up. Basically, this is basically what employers, managers, yeah, and HR professionals must know about industrial relations. Basically, this will help basically the organization itself to understand your employment resources basically within the company. Yeah. The training objective basically to equip participants with basic understanding of industrial relations framework and tools to review and use in the day-to-day tasks basically. Yeah. So that everyone is clear. And normally down the line, managers basically are not very clear basically how to manage basically industrial issue, particularly like staff issue basically in managing disciplinary so forth. Yeah. It is also provide guidance on how to prepare our conduct collective bargaining agreement. Yeah. So that will give you an insight basically how do you conduct that. Okay, next basically is training outcome. Yeah. I will expect that basically that will improve your workplace, the management culture, yeah, better employer-employees relationship, and prevent industrial conflict, yeah, or dispute. Yeah. This normally the employers take it very lightly in managing your resources basically. Yeah. At times basically that's where it end up in the industrial court. So if you are aware of basically the step basically, yeah, and you take it basically, and do it basically with a proper process, that will help you basically to avoid any, dispute basically or trade dispute, yeah, in future. Yeah. The model basically is a one-day model. So I have 5 models in total basically for a day. First one basically is introduction to industrial relation. Yeah. So the content basically for that basically model is icebreaker. Yeah. And basically what is industrial relation, so that you understand basically a bit more, and what is employee relation basically. Yeah. And of course you want to basically understand basically what's the difference of the two. How does industrial relation differs from employee relation basically. Yeah. The industrial relation basically that deals external, and the employee relation basically that deals within the organization itself. Yeah. All right. So the methodology that basically we will apply, yeah, basically is lecturing and Q&A, and then of course the assessment is a pre-test. Probably after each model, we'll give you 5 or 6 short questions basically, just to gauge your understanding. Yeah. The material basically, as I said, we'll use our computers basically, or my computers, projector, visual aid, training notes, and a short paper will provide that. Yeah. So next basically is the I will take basically like 60 minutes duration. Yeah. So hopefully we can squeeze everything within one hour. Yeah. After model 1 basically we go for a break, short break, 50 minutes short break. After the break basically we'll proceed with model 2, understanding the employee and industrial relation environment. Yeah. Basically, the content is monitoring the employee and industrial relation climate internally and externally. Yeah, because normally people thought that we just look at the internal space itself, but not looking at the outside. Yeah, so this is some understanding that we need to know basically. Yeah, to identify issues where industrial relations are sensitive. Yeah, where I think basically normally we lacking of. Yeah, industrial relations strategy, because putting up your industrial relations strategy basically where it leads to your prevention and reaction basically. Yeah, and to understand your union, if your organization you have a staff representative within. Yeah, so the methodology for this model basically is still lecturing. Yeah, case study. Yeah, we put up 1 or 2 cases for you, and then discussion, Q&A. Yeah. No assessment basically. Yeah, and material is the same as provided. Yeah. That will take us about 2 hours. Yeah. So that will bring us to lunchtime at 12:30. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have 1 hour break, and right after the break, basically, we'll proceed with model 3. Yeah. So model 3 basically, what are the relevant employment laws and legislation basically. We will not go into depth, but I think there are the relevant section of the Act basically that you need to know as a practitioner. Yeah. So understanding the Employment Act 1955, understanding the Industrial Relations Act 1967, and understanding the Sarawak Labour Ordinance for Sarawak, because Sabah would have its own labour ordinance. Awareness of Industrial Code, Registrar of Trade Union, and then knowledge on occupational safety and health 1994, and the importance of Factory and Machinery Act 1997. If you see, basically, I don't have the Employment Act here, but that will be shared during the session itself, because for Sarawak, I think, more so basically, I think SLO is applicable. Methodology, lecturing, problem solving, and Q&A. Then we will set up a pre-test. Material as provided. That will take us about 2 hours as well. Then we'll go for coffee break, tea break. Then module 4, building an industrial relations strategy. Define the strategy basically. Basic background. You need to understand your own resources background throughout the organization. Relationship building and setting up agenda. Here basically more so with your staff representative, how you want to approach it. And then of course SWOT analysis basically that you need to do. ERR issues and concern. Prevention and reaction plan. So methodology basically lecturing, discussion, and a bit of humors, Q&A, and pre-test basically. Material will be the same as provided. What's important basically I think is more on how to identify your radar screen for IR within your organization basically. So you can already identify the potential issues that you can already anticipate in future. The duration is about 1 hour. Next, basically, model 5, collective agreement and collective bargaining. Then you want to understand basically what is collective agreement and what is collective bargaining agreement.
It's different.
Basically, collective agreement is the agreement that you arrive to. So collective bargaining is a process of where you, the employer, and the staff representative will be negotiating. So in preparation for that, normally it's quite a lot of work.
So the final is collective agreement.
Agreement by the end of the day. And then of course preparation of collective bargaining to prepare for your mandate. What are the data that you need to prepare basically for you to do your contention with the union when they submitted the proposal. Implementing correctly collective bargaining agreement to avoid negative ERR. Here basically normally employers are taking advantage of basically normally they just ignore it and it ends up into the industrial court basically for non-compliant on certain process and flow. Because collective agreement are governed by also Section 13 and 14 of the Industrial Relations Act. Understand the process and procedure. So that will enlighten you more on the process and procedure. Methodology lecturing, and then we'll do a bit of problem solving and Q&A. And at this juncture, basically, we'll do a post test, probably about 10 to 15 questions, basically, just to test your knowledge, basically, on what you have observed throughout the day. That will take us about 60 minutes. Basically, I'm open for the